What's happening, everybody? It's Adam again, and welcome to another Recent Reads. This time we have We3. Now, this is a book I probably would have never have gotten, but I found out, believe it or not, you'll notice, foreword by James Gunn. What's that all about? Alright, so get this. We're all familiar with Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Remember that tragic, what they did with Rocket Raccoon? Well, it turns out, this is actually the inspiration for Guardians 3. Guardians Galaxy 3 is almost like a spiritual successor to We3. So what is We3? Well, let's get into it. But first, I know you guys know, we got to take a look at that dust jacket. So there's not really much to look at. It's straight up just a dog tag that says, I see what they did there. It's just a dog tag that says We3. And then it's got the 20th anniversary, and there's nothing on the back. But if you can't see, I know my camera's not the best, but pretty much there is a little... it says We3 etched out in blue, but I know it's a little hard to see. So let's get into it. So We3 is written by Grant Morrison. Grant Morrison, a very prolific DC writer, did work such as Batman, Animal Man. He did work, for Arkham Asylum, Serious House on Serious Earth. He's a very complicated writer in the sense that, you really have to kind of do some work to understand. But this is completely the opposite. This book is mostly a picture book. There is lots of pictures, and I don't mind that. Like the way he does it, it tells stories by just doing like a little panel grid. It's very cool. So enough talking, but let's get into it. What is We3? So similar to Guardians of the Galaxy 3, We3 is essentially about a group of animals that essentially get chosen for genetic experimentation. They're almost like a task force. They're somewhat sentient, but not quite. And they're essentially, they're being not really tortured, but I can't say too much. But there's a sense that, let's just say that they escape from their facility and it all goes down from there. Now, first thing I got to say, this book is violent. It is pretty violent. It's also drawn by Frank Quietly, who I have not issues in the past. You kind of have to adapt to his art style. The way he draws, he has this kind of... I think I knew someone mentioned it before, but he has this kind of fuzzy look to it. Like, some of the pictures are almost like, how do I say, like they have this, and I know I'm probably going to pull up a picture of a dog, but it's like, there's a sense that like the things have this kind of like, almost like, he draws a lot of detail, but it's grown on me. So We3 is essentially it's a very short read. It's very enjoyable. Of course, in the back, we do have some concept art, like most of these deluxe editions that include. So like I said, that's always enjoyable. And of course, we do have a foreword by James Gunn, where he pretty much explains that this was kind of the inspiration. And apparently he claims that he probably would have not have done Guardians of the Galaxy 3 unless he had read We3. So I think it's a very, very interesting run. It's very sad. I do have to warn you guys, if you have any soft spot for animal cruelty whatsoever, We3 it nearly got a tear out of me. But of course, you can purchase this on Amazon or Organic Price Books. I bought mine on Amazon. It's actually currently right now, it is like $18, and that is a steal. A nice deluxe edition. Other than that, I'd love to talk about it more, but I want you guys to figure it out for yourselves. It's a very, very enjoyable read. So other than that, that is We3. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day.